Fellow Nigerians, let's speak through to power and to the system that has turned education, the pride of any serious nation, into a playground of politics and ego. Year after year, the same drama unfolds. ASUU declares a strike. The federal government feigns surprise. Negotiations drag on. And in the end, it is the students who suffer the consequences. Dreams are delayed, destinies are distorted, and hope is stretched to breaking point. Once upon a time, ASUU was the conscience of the academic community, the voice of reason, the defender of intellectual dignity. But somewhere along the line, that noble cause became a weapon fashioned not against oppression, but against the innocent students whose only crime is the pursuit of education. And what of the federal government, the engager, not the solver? Rather than act decisively to reform the educational system, it plays the endless game of dialogue and promises. Meetings upon meetings, committees upon committees, yet nothing changes. The same issues resurface every few years. Unpaid allowances, decaying infrastructure, unfulfilled agreements. Meanwhile, the time keeps ticking. A student who should graduate in 4 years spends 7, sometimes 8. The world moves forward, but the Nigerian student is trapped in a loop of academic stagnation. How long will this continue? How long will we allow the weapon of strike actions to crush the backbone of our nation's youth? Education is not just a sector, it is the soul of national development. When we toy with education, we toy with our future. It is high time for both ASUU and the federal government to rethink their approach. Strikes have lost their moral weight because they no longer strike at the conscience of government, they strike at the dreams of our youth. Dialogue has lost its meaning because it is no longer rooted in sincerity but in self-interest. Let us remind ASUU to educate is to build, not to break. And let us remind the federal government to govern is to take responsibility, not to engage in endless excuses. It is important to remind ASUU that without students, there would be no universities and consequently no jobs for lecturers. The very essence of their profession is anchored on the presence of students who constitute the core purpose of the academic system. In essence, the students are the primary stakeholders, while the government merely serves as the financial intermediary that channels public funds to sustain the system. Therefore, both ASUU and the federal government are in principle servants of the students, mandated to safeguard their educational welfare, not to jeopardize it. And until both parties realize that their battle is not with each other, but with ignorance, poverty, and underdevelopment, Nigerian education will remain a victim, and the students the casualties. Nigeria deserves better. Our students deserve better. And the time to end this tragic cycle is now.